Hi, everybody. Welcome to week one of the course. This is the first week of two where we'll be focusing on digital literacy and computer science. I can't wait to get started. Okay, so this week we'll be focusing on two learning objectives. The first learning objective is developing and demonstrating understanding of digital literacy and computer science. And you can see that here are the activities that are all tied to that learning objective. And the second learning objective is creating your initial philosophy for teaching and learning digital literacy and computer science. And that is, here are all of the activities that will lead to you constructing your initial philosophy. So the way this will work in the gradebook is that all of these activities will be assessed against this learning objective, and all of these activities will be assessed against this learning objective. So you can see in the gradebook which objectives you are excelling in or need to work on as you go along. So if you're ready to get going, go ahead and dive into the activities. Otherwise, I'll go through each element of this week with you in this video. Okay, so here we go. The first thing you want to have a look at is the overview. And the overview is really just this video, but it's in writing. So you can have a look at the checklist, the things you have to do this week, and some of the due dates. One of the things you might want to note is that the deadlines are July 1st and July 5th. However, you can continue working on through Sunday because I will assess all the assignments on Monday. That way, if you have replies to do to another student, that you can do that throughout the week. Okay, so the second document that you'll notice is what is due when. And this is a great document for you to look at so I can take a look, so you can take a look at, okay, what exactly is due here this week and when and what replies. So you can take a look at this document to really make sure you hit all the different requirements for this week. So now here is the first learning activity, which is called the 3-2-1 bridge. And I love the 3-2-1 bridge. We'll be doing this 3-2-1 bridge in the beginning of the learning cycle and in 2 weeks at the end of the learning cycle. So this is a way to access your prior knowledge. Think of just 3 ideas, 2 questions, and an analogy. And this is just your current thinking. It can be anything. Just what comes to mind when you think about digital literacy and computer science for teaching and learning. And then in 2 weeks, we'll do it again, and we'll bridge the thinking to see what in our minds have changed regarding teaching and learning digital literacy and computer science. Okay, so the next thing you'll be doing here is a scavenger hunt. And this is a little bit of a quiz that you can do that's all open response, but it'll give you prompts to search through the Massachusetts framework for digital literacy and computer science. So this is a really great document that we'll be referring back to throughout the week. But this will be the first opportunity for you to read through the whole thing. I would not read all of the standards, which you see at the bottom, because you might not be teaching all of those grade levels, but you might want to look through it as you go. The scavenger hunt really helps you hone in on what you should be looking at. Okay, so the next activity you'll be doing is then taking a look at a sentence that the Massachusetts framework says about how we should be using technology in society. So we'll see, how do you connect to that? And then what practice do you see that you are doing in your life that's connected to the MA frameworks as well? Okay, so the next activity that's also under the first learning objective is a really fun one with Google Slides, where you'll be able to comment on each slide based on what you're seeing in these pictures, which is really nice visual, and it's a fun way for us to interact and collaborate together and reply to each other as well. So there's more instructions at the top of that one. Okay, so this next thing you'll be doing, which is the final thing in the first learning objective that's all due on Wednesday, is the content exploration. And this is one of the most favorite activities where you get to really explore a ton of really great content that I've curated. So you will be, all the instructions are here. And there's even a video explaining it here as well. But you'll be looking through this content, sharing your thinking, and connecting it to the MA frameworks. So those are all of the assignments that are connected to Learning Objective 1. And when we get to the second half of the week, we'll be thinking about our philosophy, and we'll be doing a mentor exploration to try and inspire you that will help you write your initial philosophy. So you'll be jumping onto Twitter, and checking all these people and what are they tweeting out this past week? What are they tweeting out today? What are their recent blog posts? So we can stay current and we can find our mentors to be able to learn from as we go forward. And then you will be going to Flipgrid, where you will be talking about the core ideas that you've noticed this week and how are they going to influence your philosophy. And then we'll be diving into creating your actual philosophy. Okay, so let me open this up. This is also called an initial philosophy for two reasons. It will change in the future because you'll learn more about teaching this content or supporting students with this subject. And it's also highly guided because I asked you to include these four components where you're identifying the core ideas you learned this week and you're drawing key components from the guiding principles and summarizing the strands in the MA frameworks. So you'll be using those tools and content to try and help you develop your philosophy. But I hope it's something that you believe in and are proud of in the end. And of course, please give me some feedback at the end of the week. It's anonymous. So that I can better improve the course as we go forward. Feel free to contact me anytime. We can communicate on email, or I'm happy to even have a Zoom call or a FaceTime chat. Okay, have a great day. Bye.